Deep in the heart of Tanzania, near Lake Eyasi, lives one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes in the world, the Hadzabe. For thousands of years, they have lived in harmony with the earth, their culture a living testament to a way of life that has nearly vanished from our planet. Today we're going to journey into their world, not just to see how they live, but to hear a story of two remarkable individuals, Chaba and Dudukwe. Imagine waking up not to an alarm clock, but to the first light of dawn filtering through the leaves of a baobab tree. There are no walls, no schedules, no deadlines. Your only job for the day is to find food for your family, just as your ancestors have done for countless generations. This is the world of the Hadzabe. Their language is unique, filled with clicks that echo the sounds of the very nature they are a part of. They own almost nothing, believing that the land provides everything they need when they need it. Their wealth isn't measured in money, but in knowledge of plants, of animal tracks, of the subtle language of the wilderness. Our story begins with Chaba. He's a man whose eyes hold the wisdom of the savannah. From the time he was a small boy, he learned the art of the hunt. Not with powerful rifles, but with a simple bow and arrows, handcrafted from the trees and sinew of the animals around him. Every hunt is a dance of patience and skill. Chaba can read the earth like a book. A broken twig, a faint track in the dust, the call of a specific bird. These are all clues, telling him where his prey might be. His arrows are a work of art and ingenuity. The shafts are fashioned from strong, straight branches, and the tips are coated with a potent poison. This poison is a carefully guarded secret, a recipe passed down through generations. It's made from the boiled sap of the desert rose shrub, a substance so powerful it can bring down animals many times Chaba's size. But it's not about brute force. The Hadzabe have a deep respect for the animals they hunt. They take only what they need, and every part of the animal is used, ensuring nothing goes to waste. One morning, as the sun began to warm the cool air, Chaba set out with the other men of his camp. Their target was honey, the sweetest prize the African bush has to offer. Finding honey isn't easy. It requires a special partnership with a little bird known as the honey guide. This remarkable bird, as if by an ancient agreement, leads the Hadzabe to beehives hidden high in the hollows of ancient baobab trees. The bird chatters and flies from branch to branch, looking back to make sure the men are following. Chaba and his companions followed the honey guide for over an hour, their bare feet moving silently over the rocky ground. Finally, the bird stopped, its insistent calls pointing to a massive baobab. High up on its trunk was a small opening, buzzing with bees. Getting to the hive is a dangerous task. Chaba, being one of the most agile climbers, began to ascend. He hammered wooden pegs into the tree's soft bark, creating a makeshift ladder. With smoldering bundles of grass and twigs, he smoked out the bees, a risky but necessary step. Reaching into the dark cavity, he pulled out honeycombs dripping with golden liquid. It's a moment of pure joy and triumph. The men feast on the spot, and in a beautiful act of reciprocity, they leave a generous portion of the honeycomb for their guide, the little bird, as a thank you. While Chaba represents the provider, the hunter, his wife Dudukwe embodies the other essential half of Hadzabe life. She is the gatherer, the nurturer, the heart of their mobile home. Her day is just as vital as Chaba's. As the men hunt, Dudukwe and the other women venture into the bush in a different direction. Their mission is to gather roots, berries, and fruits. Her knowledge of the local flora is encyclopedic. She knows which berries are sweet, which tubers are starchy and filling, and most importantly, which plants are medicinal. Dudukwe walks with a digging stick in hand, a simple but effective tool. Her eyes scan the landscape, not for animal tracks, but for the subtle signs of edible plants. She might spot the distinct leaves of the baobab tree, knowing its fruit is packed with vitamins. She can identify the nearly invisible vine that signals the location of nutritious tubers buried deep in the hard, dry soil. Digging for these roots is back-breaking work, but the women do it with a cheerful spirit, their laughter and chatter filling the air. This gathering is not just about sustenance. It's a social activity, a time for bonding and sharing stories. The children often tag along, learning from their mothers and aunts. They watch, they imitate, and they absorb the knowledge that will one day ensure their own survival. Through Dudukwe, the culture, the stories, and the essential skills of the Hadzabe are passed on to the next generation. She is the keeper of the flame, ensuring that their ancient traditions continue to burn bright. When Chaba returns from the hunt and Dudu from her gathering, the camp comes alive. The food is shared among everyone. There is no concept of mine or yours when it comes to food. It belongs to the community. Around the crackling fire, the day's bounty is cooked and eaten. This is the social hub of Hadzabe life. As they eat, they share stories of the day. Chaba might recount the chase, the climb, the thrill of finding the honey. Dudukwe might talk about the fruits she found or a funny moment with the other women. This communal meal is more than just about eating. It's about reinforcing bonds, sharing information, and celebrating their collective success. The elders tell stories of the ancestors, myths and legends that explain the world around them. The children listen, their eyes wide with wonder. The sound of their click-based language mixes with the crackle of the fire and the sounds of the African night. It's a scene that has played out in this very landscape for millennia. In this simple, profound moment, you can feel the strength and resilience of their community. It's a community built not on possessions, but on relationships, shared experiences, and a deep, unbreakable connection to each other and to the land. But the world of Chaba and Dudukwe is changing. Their traditional lands are shrinking due to encroachment from farming and pastoralist communities. The delicate ecosystem they depend on is under threat. Climate change brings more unpredictable weather patterns, making hunting and gathering more challenging. This isn't a story from a history book. It's a reality they face every single day. The survival of the Hadzabe and their unique culture hangs in a fragile balance. Yet, in the face of these challenges, their spirit remains unbroken. They adapt, as they always have. Chaba still crafts his bows and Dudukwe still knows the secrets of the earth. They greet each day with a sense of purpose and a deep gratitude for the life they lead. Their story is not one of victimhood, but of incredible resilience. It serves as a powerful reminder for all of us. In our fast-paced modern world, we have often lost the connection to nature and to each other that Chaba and Dudukwe live every single day. Their life teaches us about sustainability, about community, about living with less and appreciating more. They show us that true wealth isn't found in what we own, but in our relationships and our connection to the world around us. The story of Chaba and Dudukwe is more than just a glimpse into an ancient culture. It's a mirror reflecting what we may have lost and what we can strive to regain. It's a story of humanity in its most elemental and beautiful form. As we leave them by their fire under the vast, star-filled African sky, we carry with us not just a story, but a profound lesson about what it truly means to be human. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the Hadzabe. If their story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it to help raise awareness about one of the world's most unique cultures. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the incredible people who share our planet. Until next time, stay curious.